Hey superstars, it's Lori here, and I am here to talk to you about the pay plan. It's so exciting to talk about the pay plan. I know you are dying to know all about it. So let's start at the bottom. We're going to start at Protégé. When you first start your business, you get paid 20%, and you get paid at Protégé until you sell $1,000 worth of product. When you do that, you will get a raise, a 5% raise, and you will get a promotion to pink. So once you hit that 1,000, you will never ever make less than the 25%, ever. Doesn't matter. Always 25%. So that's pretty exciting, and that's why we always want to shoot for pink. As soon as you can possibly get there, go for the pink promotion. Now let's talk about building a team and going to one of the leadership titles, which is Pink Plus 1, Pink Plus 2, or Pink Plus 3. So, Pink Plus 1. This means that you are building a team. You've got people under you, you've directly recruited or added team members, and you are ready to go. So, here's what happens. You, in order to become Pink Plus 1 and to promote to Pink Plus 1, you must have 500 of your own sales, and you'll see that 500 is the magic number all the way down this column. And why I always say 500, 500 plus 1, 500, 500 plus 1. It's the magic number, right? So 500. You need 500 of your own sales. Your team needs 2,000 total, and you need one of your qualified frontline consultants to be in this formula. A qualified frontline consultant is someone that you have directly added to your team. They are your recruit, and they have sold 200 or more in that month. So let's say, for example, you sold 1,800. I have seen this happen. You have sold 1,800. Your recruit has sold 200, and so that means you have 500. They have 200. Your total is 2,000. You promote to Pink Plus 1. Now that's really hard to hang on to because you can't do 1,800 every single month. So what you want to do is add people to your team. So you start to build, right? You add people to your team. They start adding people to your team, and it's a nice growing team. And pretty soon you've got way more than one person that's qualified in your front line. You've got 2 or 3 or 4. Build wide is what I always say. Build really wide. And pretty soon it's much easier to maintain that 2,000. Because what happens if you don't maintain? Then you don't bonus on what your downline is doing. So if you look at Pink Plus 1 here very closely, you'll see that as soon as you promote to Pink Plus 1 and you've got those magic numbers all lined up, you get another raise, and you're making 26% on your own sales, and then you're making a bonus on what your team is doing. So you see that right there, bonus on what your team is doing. However, you have to do that every month in order to keep bonusing and to keep your raise. If you don't do that in the next month, then you go back to the pink, which is 25%. Okay? All right, so going to Pink Plus 2, we were just talking about building a team, and pretty soon you've got 2 and 3 and 4 people that are qualified frontline consultants. You need 2 to become a Pink Plus 2, and you also need 4,000 in team volume. So you've got your 500, your team is working, they've got 4,000, and you have 2 qualified frontlines out of that team. You will promote to Pink Plus 2. Now, say that month you've got Pink Plus 2, the next month you don't quite hit it, but you've got the Pink Plus 1 numbers. Then you will get paid on Pink Plus 1. So you will get the 26% instead of the 28%. Yeah, 28%. And then you just keep going and moving, and sometimes you move up and down, and it's never a straight line, by the way. It's never a straight line through the ranks. You're going to have good months and bad months, and it's going to be all over the place. Your title does not change, but your pay will. If you don't hit Pink Plus 2 for 2 months in a row, you would possibly get paid at Pink Plus 1 or pink. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know, and I'll be happy to go over it with you in more depth. So we're continuing to build. We just had a couple of promotions on our team, and they hit Pink Plus 3. What does that mean? It means that those superstars had their 500 in, right? They had 3 or more qualified frontline consultants, and their team did 8,000 in team sales. That's a big deal, right? So that means whatever that person for Pink Plus 3, oh, this is awesome. You get 30% on your sales when you hit Pink Plus 3. So that is a great big fat raise from Pink to Pink Plus 3. So then you're also getting bonuses on your team. If you look at all these numbers, you're bonusing on their team and on their titles. You'll see that. And these titles are your frontline consultants. So then it gets a little bit tricky. So hey, bear with me. Say that you are a Pink Plus 1 and you have a pink person underneath you and they've got people under them. You get paid on what your pink person is doing, and then everything under them falls under the pink. So if you are at Pink Plus 1 and your person is pink, you get paid 2% on their team, their whole team. Okay? If you have somebody that is Pink Plus 1 and you're Pink Plus 1, and they've got people on their team, then you get paid 1% for the whole team. So just think of that. Everybody that's under that Pink Plus 1, you get paid 1% on them. Okay? So it's a little bit confusing, but after you start doing it for a while, it makes total sense and you never even think about it again. It's like no second thought there. Anyway, that's the basic gist of the pay plan and promoting and what that means. If you have any questions, please let your team leader know, or I'm available to answer any more in-depth questions. I hope this helps a little bit, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.